Hi everyone, hi Vanessa, especially. Let me just show you where to find the announcements and then the assignments, and we'll see if it's something wrong with your program or whether you're just missing something. So we're on my screen and you'll see that I have something here that you guys don't have. It's called Role Switch because I am the teacher. So right now I'm in the student view, so this kind of shows you what I would see. As a teacher, I get more access to things. So I'm just going to close the role switch here by using this little arrow, so it collapses it a bit, and that lets you kind of see the same thing that I would see. So I'm also going to collapse a couple of other things just so I don't have to scroll around much. So every day I put up some little tips, so I'm going to minimize that, and I'm going to minimize the calendar. So there are a couple of ways that you can get to the assignments. The first is by looking at the content browser here, and you'll see that all you can see in the content browser is what you have actually have access to. If you could see mine, I'd have all of the units, but I'm going to release those week by week. So the first option is to go to the content browser, and you'll see that each of the units is here. So let's go to grammar review, and you'll see here that there's a bar that at the top, a navigation bar that takes you through. So each one of these will always take you to your overview, and that gives you a kind of general idea of what you're learning. Then your expectations, your learning goals, and your success criteria is the next page. Then the content is where you do all of the reading that you need to do, so that when we talk about reading the content, this is the content for the grammar one. And you'll see that there's also a navigation bar at the bottom here as well. And then you follow those links and you click through to the assignment. And this is where you'll find all of the assignments that we're talking about, both in your weekly goals and in the Dropbox, and also in the checklist and in the calendar. So you'll see them all over the place, and this is how you find them. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. Here's your alternative on how to get to those assignments. So you go, I'm going to go back to Course Home, and the content browser, we can ignore that for now. I'll just open everything back up. You can go up to content as well, and content will show you what's available. You'll see that I don't have a green check mark here because when I went through and checked the student information, I did it as a teacher, so it's not showing up as a student. But you'll get a green check mark once you've taken a look at it. So you'll see that because I've been messing around with the course for a week or so, I've completed it 100%, in that I've read everything that needs to be here. So again, we'll go and take a look at A1 grammar review, so U1 A1. And it takes you back to that same screen where you should have these bars at the top where you can find the expectations, the content, and then again these assignments that you've been looking for. And with the assignments, I usually link them to the Dropbox, and if there's a discussion, you'll find that either in the content or the assignment section. So that's how you find those. Now today, of course, there are also a couple of quick quizzes. I just want to get you used to using the quiz feature. So those are talked about here in the daily announcements. You'll see in the updates that I have 2 quizzes not attempted. That's because I don't take them, because I've written them. But in my student view, you can see them. And then you can also read about them here. So those quizzes are kind of additional stuff, and they're pretty quick. And usually I give you, unless it's a very small kind of pop quiz, I usually give you a couple of days notice. So, Vanessa, I hope that helps you, and everyone else in the course, welcome. And I hope it helps you as well to find your way through that content. And then if you're still having trouble finding those assignments, like I said in the help thread, Vanessa, you might want to check out D2L, and you can get their phone number by going back to My Home, which is at the top. And you'll see that there is all kinds of information. Here, I have a lot more courses than you guys do because I've been at this a while. But all the way down at the bottom, you'll see technical support. And you can see here for student support that you call this number. And while we're at it, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put it in help thread. Okay, so Vanessa, I hope that this helps you. And good luck on the rest of the course.